Sarah Jane Adventures The Nightmare Man, the first story of Series 4, is written by Joseph Lidster and it's starring Elizabeth Sladen, Tommy Knight, Daniel Anthony, Anjali Mahindra, Alexandra Armstrong and John Leeson. So yeah, the original plan was if Luke stayed on longer, as he leaves from being a main character, Luke would have been gay. They would have introduced a character called Sanjay. He's mentioned him twice in Series 4. BBC suggested that to Russell T Davies, but he dropped it for the time being. So a novel of this story is written by Joseph Lidster, got published as an ebook on the 25th of November 2010. So it begins with Luke filming himself saying that the world is coming to an end and it's his fault as he's after him. Pretty intense there. So 1 year ago, while Luke and Sarah Jane are tied up in the warehouse full of blue barrels, Luke tells Sarah Jane that Haresh Chandra said Luke could do A-levels in Oxford. So Slitheen came in and Clyde and Rani came in with a bucket full of vinegar and exploded a Slitheen, and everyone got covered in what's left of that Slitheen. And they stopped the bomb. Rani and Clyde are happy with Luke. The bit where Sarah Jane gave Luke a yellow car and having a conversation about they're going to miss each other is really emotional. So Luke has a dream that Sarah Jane and K9 are glad that Luke will be gone. Pretty spooky. So he later dreams that he's in a school corridor, and I found it scary when Sarah Jane, Clyde and Ronnie were raising that loser sign with their hands, and the sound of Nightmare Man's voice, blimey, that was so scary. So Luke went down to school as Clyde wanted to see him, and everyone at school are doing a farewell party for Luke, which is nice. So after Clyde got Ronnie to dance with him, Luke fell asleep, everyone roaming like zombies, and Nightmare Man appeared out of nowhere. Yes, that's Julian Bleach, who played Davros in Doctor Who and Ghostmaker in Torchwood. In Sarah Jane Adventures, he plays Nightmare Man, a Vishkla from the Serity dimension who scares people with dreams, which works really effectively. Julian is so good, he's so terrifying. As Luke wakes up and Ronnie asking him what's happened, we cut to Luke sending an email to Maria, and the Nightmare Man says he can't tell anyone about him. After Luke dreams that Sarah Jane got a new kid to replace Luke, we cut to result day, with the whole gang filming each other. As everyone but Luke is asleep, this is where he films himself. So then he falls asleep and the Nightmare Man appears and Luke is in blank. So while Nightmare Man is giving Clyde and Ronnie some nightmares, Sarah Jane watches the footages they film on video camera, and she finds Luke explaining about the Nightmare Man, so Sarah Jane learns more about him on Mr. Smith, so she gets K9 to communicate with him. As he's in the dark school corridor, Clyde finds himself working in a cafe with old Sarah Jane calling him stupid boy, and Ronnie gets grabbed by a news reporter and she's in the newsroom with her, and the news reporter plans to expose Sarah Jane Smith. So while Nightmare Man is using his powers in Bannerman Road, Luke got Ronnie and Clyde to imagine a red door, so they eventually went through. Nightmare Man's power stopped, so he zaps Mr. Smith and K9, leaving Sarah Jane powerless. So Luke does a clever speech and saying he's not scared as he got Clyde and Ronnie no matter what situation he's in, leaving Nightmare Man trapped in Clyde's nightmare. So everyone woke up, Mr. Smith and K9 recovered. So in the end everyone says goodbye to Luke and K9 as they're away in Oxford, which is sad to see them go. So yeah, I really like this two-part story, it's scary. What did you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks as always for watching people, and see you in the next video.